We're going to open some hips today. When you're ready, just come to hands and knees. So first fingers are parallel, the four knuckles of the hands sit on the mat. You just place your intention there. My intention is to breathe fully through this entire practice, whatever it is. Take a deep inhalation, round your spine. Exhale, flex it. Inhale, round. Exhale, flex. Come to a neutral spine, so that means that the back isn't arched or rounded, it's just neutral. Look between your hands, step through with your left leg, bring the hands on the inside of the leg on your finger pads. Just pause here for a moment to breathe. Settle your energy down through your feet, your foundation. Turn your back foot under, so it's not on your toenails, it's on the other side. It's going to keep your shin more stable. Move your knee back for a long stance, a long lunge. And then you can take bus stop. So this might be enough. Soften your upper back, lengthen your spine, or you can start to move towards your elbows. You can use a block. Put an elbow on a block. Draw your back knee towards your front heel. You're going to feel the legs engage. That's it. And you might even be more on the quad or the top of the knee as opposed to on the kneecap. And from the pelvis, then, extend through your feet and lengthen every vertebra of the spine. Lengthen out through your spine. Get long. And when you notice the breath going shallow, just simply come back to the breath. Straighten that front leg. You have two blocks today. Hold them next to you. Spread your toes on the front leg and drag your heel back so you get a strong back leg. Then take your hip on your left side. You're going to kick your hip off to the left while you lengthen through the spine and draw your navel in. There's a fire there, creating a little bit of fire in the belly by holding the navel towards the spine and extend right out through the ball of the foot, right out through the crown of the head as you fold. Breathe. Deep, steady breaths. When the breath wants to go away, can you bring it back? Great. Take that leg back, hands and knees. Switch sides. Your right foot comes through. Turn your back toe under, so it's not on the nail side, it's on the other side. Jack, you can get a lot longer in your stance. Strip, you can go a lot longer. You just pause and you settle. And you move down through your feet. Draw your knee to your foot. The back knee comes towards the front foot. And then take your bust down. Maybe an elbow goes to a block, maybe it goes to the floor. What you draw into the pelvis then extends out through the feet and lengthens out through the spine. The one, I've watched athletes for a lot of years, and I always say the one who wants it the most wins. It's the greatest desire. How bad do you want it? Can you keep that fire burning? Breathe. Straighten the front leg. Caleb asked his crew this year, if I told you to go drink out of that muddy pond water over there because it would get you better in your racing, how many of you would do it? Two guys raised their hands. Grant Davis, Johnny Gerard. They're both winning their classes this year. They're like, whatever it takes. Spread your toes. Of course, he didn't make them drink out of the muddy pond, but spread your toes, drag your heel back. Make your legs strong, then kick the hip out to the right. So the right hip is going to go off to the right a bit, and lengthen by drawing your navel towards the spine, and then folding. Press down through your foot. It'll take a little bit of pain away, I promise. Press down through the ball of the foot. Extend every vertebra in your spine. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Good. Bring that leg back. Take down dog. Yes. Turn your come to your breath. The breath is foundational. Bend your right knee and send your left heel to the floor. Send your left hip to the back wall. So you're creating space. Take a breath and switch. Bend your right knee, send your left heel to the floor. The right thigh goes to the back wall. Create more space in the sacrum. Bring your feet about hip width apart, and we're going to start moving the heels towards the earth. So both feet go towards the earth, and from the inner edges of your feet, start moving the legs apart, widen all the way to the thighs, and push the thighs back and apart. Breathe. Right heel to the floor, left leg bends, bring that foot towards the head, and step it all the way through. Lunge. I roll my mat up to protect my back knee on this. Great. Turn your toe under. Pause. Everything settles. Notice that you have your foundation correct first. Long stance. Your feet are settling into the earth. Clasp your hands behind your back. Shoulders back. Palate back. Draw your back knee towards your front heel. It's going to sit you on a different part of the knee. It's going to put you on the top of your knee, not on the kneecap. The longer stance. So take your back further. There you go. Shoulders back. Right shoulder, Ryan. Right shoulder. There you go. And from the pelvis, where you draw energy in, it pulls in the pelvis. Extend down to the feet and reach up through the hands. Full stretch. Extend. Press right up through your fingers. Yes, we're going to twist it. Right arm over the left leg. Hand on top of hand. Turn your back foot under. So this is bus stop 1. You see a bit of a twist here. If you have more, lift your back knee. Press down on your top hand. Breathe. Top shoulder goes back. Breathe. Breath is a foundation. And release it. Take your hand to the floor. Down dog nicely. Turn down. Left leg goes to the floor. Right leg bends. Bring your foot towards your head on your right leg. Bend your right knee, foot towards the head. Send your left heel all the way to the floor. Send it down. Press it down. Take the knee through and step it into a lunge. Roll your mat up. But start with a long lunge. Clasp your hands, shoulders on the back. We begin with the breath. With everything that you do, begin with the breath. So your breath changes your physiology. So just right here, while you're here, take a deep breath. Look at what happens to the body. It opens, you have to lift yourself. That changes your state of mind. Every moment you can change your state of mind with a deeper breath. So if you have a tired day, you have a day that just doesn't feel like it's going your way, just keep taking deep breaths. Reach it up. Full expression down to the feet, up to the fingers. Reach it up. Breathe. And twist it. Your left arm comes over your right leg, hand on top of hand. This is bus stop 1. Bus stop 2, lift the back knee. Take a deeper twist. And unwind it, step forward. And hands on the hips, shoulders on the back. Come on up. Good job, you guys. Stand on your left leg. Bring your right leg over it. So we're going to do a little bit of a balance. The foot that's on top is active. The toes are spread. It protects the knee. Now I want you to pull your toes back on your top leg and then sit into your quadrant. Yes. Hands come together to find a midline. If you press into your midline, it's going to help you balance. Then lift your chest up. So this is going to be really good for you. We're going to give you a great balance there. Start here and just start using that leg to balance. It's gonna make all your stabilizers have to come online. Stabilizers are your smaller muscles, not your major muscles. Chest up, breathe. If you have more, you can take your hands to the floor. It's up to you. Move your thighs back. Extend through every vertebra. How long can you get your spine? Breathe. And one up. Switch sides. Good job. The other leg, left leg goes across your right. The toes on your top leg, they spread, they pull back to protect your knee. Now sit into your bottom leg. The thighs go back. Stick your booty to the back wall, but draw your navel up. That's going to create a fire. That's containing energy in the pelvis. Lift your chest up. Maybe bring your hands towards the floor. Maybe not. Breathe here. Inhale, come on up. Good job, you guys. You're going to take a wide stance towards the bar on your mat. About 4 feet apart. Your feet are forward. Donkey Kong. Your feet are forward. Start by placing your hands behind you and bringing your shoulders on your back. Just pause there. So your feet are your foundation. They have to be forward to get the hips open. Bring your feet a little bit more forward, Matt. Yep. Then activate your feet. So you start by spreading your toes and getting an equal weight on the 4 corners of the feet. The inside of the first knuckle, the inside of the heel, the outside of the pinky knuckle, the outside of the heel. Is it balanced? Then make your legs strong. There's an energy that draws into the pelvis there. From the inner edges of your feet, I want you to work the thighs wider. You're going to see your heels slightly move away from each other and push your thighs back and apart. Feel that? That's what we're going to look for. Now, keeping that, keep the thighs wide, fold forward, touch the ground, and do it again. Go through the same actions. If you need a block, use a block, because this action is more important than just being able to touch the floor. Most of you need blocks because your low backs are really tight from riding motorcycles. So grab a block and do the same actions. Feet are active. From the inner edges of your feet, widen all the way up through the thighs, so you're pushing your thighs away from each other. Okay, the fire piece is that you draw your navel in and your spine forward. It's going to bring the pelvis and the tailbone tipped under slightly. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Do you feel space in the low back? Mm-hmm. Now pull your head away from me. So you're lengthening through your spine. Big. Good. Inhale. Come on up. Good job, you guys. Stay right there. Right foot goes forward. Right foot goes forward. Left foot stays right where it is. You're going to put your elbow on your thigh. Just pause here and breathe. Pause and breathe. Same thing. Your feet are active. They draw towards the midline, so you're drawing an energy from the feet to the pelvis. The back thigh is going to go back and apart. So I want you to take the inside of your back thigh back. That's an action that's a little bit refined to get more energy into the body. The refinement. Thigh goes back. Keeping that refinement, you're going to scoop your front tailbone under, draw your navel to the spine, sink deeper into your front leg, and create the fire that contains the energy in the pelvis. Create the fire. Then send your top arm over the ear and press down through your feet and out through your fingers. Stretch it out. Full expression. Stretch it out. Down through your feet, out through your fingers. Straight arm. Good job. Root down. Inhale, rise up. And your front leg is going to go straight. Stay right there. Front leg goes straight. Put your block on the outside of your front leg for triangle. pause. And what do you do first? Breathe. Kendall, way to go. Breathe. Full breath. Top shoulder goes back. Top of the ears go back. So Jack, this is closing off one of your gateways. Energy is not moving fully through the body. So you just put a little curve in your neck, top shoulder back. Now touch the sky. Top shoulder back. A little bit more. That's it. Now just take the palate back 1 more inch. That's open. Now energy is flowing from your feet to your pelvis. Take your ear off your shoulder and just put a nice curve in your neck. It's moving from your feet to the pelvis, and then from the pelvis, push through your feet, reach up through your fingers, and draw your spine longer, full stretch. Yes, root down. Inhale, rise up. Just switch feet. The other foot goes to the back wall. Rest your elbow on your thigh and pause. That foot's going to go that way. You got it. Bend your knee. Put your elbow right on your thigh. Bend your knee. Put your elbow right on your thigh. Top shoulder goes back. Top of the ears back. Breathe. That's it, right? See how much easier it is for that leg to go back than it is the other? So the thighs move back and apart. You're taking that whole back inner thigh and moving it back. It's a refined action to get more energy into your body. This practice is about how much life force can we pulse through the body. Top arm over here. Stretch it out. From your pelvis, where that energy is pooled, the energy goes through your feet and through your fingers to the front wall. Stretch it out. Root down. Straighten your front leg. Bring your block to your front leg and take triangle. So we always begin with the foundation of the breath. Just pause, you settle into your foundation, you breathe, you get an awareness of yourself. What's happening in my body? Where do I feel it? What's tight? Is my breath full? Top shoulder goes back, top arm to the sky. What you draw in from the feet to the core of the pelvis, then make it refined. Move your thighs back and apart a slight bit more. Keeping that, draw your navel in, the tailbone will go down, and then stretch it out through your feet like you're pushing your feet through your mat. Push it and reach up. Full stretch, up through the fingers. Spread your fingers, reach. Full stretch, top of the ears back, slightly. Yeah, root down, inhale, rise up. Nicely done, you guys. Walk to the front of your mat. And then take your feet parallel.
It's hard.
And then just close your eyes for a moment. Just close your eyes for a moment and feel what just happens in the body. Good. Let's see. Actually, you're going to take, here's what we're going to do. This is for Ryan. Y'all are doing this for Ryan. So we're going to go into frog. You're going to take a blanket out on one side of your mat, and you're going to put a knee on one side of your mat. You're going to put the other knee on the blanket, and you're going to come to your elbows. We're going to start there. We're going to create some space in the pelvis. You lost your mat, buddy. I took over. No breaks here. When you do that, blanket. This is
What we're doing.
turn your toes out.
Anybody need a blanket? Everybody have one?
Yep.
You want-
Now, power your knees towards your mat and push your thighs the other way. Go the other way with your thighs. The butt goes back to the back wall while you're powering up to your midline on the knees. And then breathe into this right here. Can you feel how that collapses on you? I want you to breathe into that. That's it. Keep breathing into that. And then Jack, I'm gonna make you straight back here. Oh, straight. That's straight. Are you getting that spot, Trevor? Yes or no?
a little more.
Okay. Move your thighs back a little bit more. One more breath there. All right, while you're doing that, just breathe right into this and pulling this back and breathing into that back body. That's great. Good work. And then if you can get out of that position, great. Go ahead and lie on your back. If you can't,
If you can get out.
if you can't get out, we got a whole
Get-
bunch of
get
people
the
that can
crane,
pull you
yeah.
up.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Sweat my ass off.
CERN
It's just hard.
Hard. Go ahead and lie on your back.
I don't
Lie
want
on
to
your back. Bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. Nothing under your head right now. We're gonna, not yet. Push your blanket out from underneath your head. So you're gonna start with your feet hip width apart. Put your elbows on the ground and point towards the ceiling. Point to the ceiling. Then push your elbows down and walk your shoulders on your back so that you get your shoulders fully on the mat. Lift your hips up. Hips up. Walk your feet back so that they're directly under your knees. Brian, that's a little bit too far for you. Yep, right there. So we're gonna start by overstretching the hips all the way up to the sky, like go way, way up. Then drop them an inch, that's the widening of the thighs. Now send your tailbone, if you have enough awareness in your body, towards me in the front of the room. And then you need to bring your feet underneath your knees. And then send your navel and your heart to the other end of the room, the back door. Lift your chin, that's it. Clasp your hands under your back if you have more. And isometrically drag your heels back. You're going to feel an energy pool in the back of the palate. Lift your throat. And from the back of the palate, extend your knees to the front wall. Extend and press out to the top of the head. So you're going in two different directions. Then release it down. Just take a break. Pause for a moment. Okay, number 2, feet forward. Start with, you're still on your feet, sorry, you're still on your feet, feet are forward. Hip width apart. You're gonna push your elbows in the mat, point to the ceiling and walk your shoulders onto your back. Hips up. Try to walk your feet back an inch. Right there. Clasp your hands if you have more, clasp them. And you're gonna walk your right foot into the middle of your mat, scoot it over, right foot goes to the middle of your mat, left foot goes all the way up to the ceiling. Press it up, push it up, breathe. From the back of your palate, push down through the standing foot and up through the lifted foot. Breathe. And release it down. Good, switch feet. So your left foot's gonna go in the middle of the mat, lift your hips again. Right foot up. So you extend down through your standing foot, up through your top foot. Extend, extend, extend. Shoulders on the back and release it down. Take a break for just a moment. You can put a blanket under your head if you need it. If you need it, and that helps. Open your feet the width of your mat. Yep, right there. Drop your knees to the bar or to the left. Activate your toes. You're drawing your toes back. And you put a curve in your low back, just over curve. From there, extend out through your left knee. Your right knee. Extend out through your right knee. Stay wide. The curve in your low back. Don't know your shins. Push out through your top knee. Push your left knee straight out and extend.
Is that like squeezing your left glute? Is that?
It
like,
will.
on?
Yeah, it will when you extend. And then come back to center and give the knees a hug. All right, hug your knees. So I thought we were gonna be done, but I have one more thing for Ryan. Roll on up. You can blame it on Ryan. Roll on up.
My bad, guys.
My hips need it too.
Go ahead and take pose of a child and just take a breath there. Down dog. Breathe. Right leg is gonna step through your hands, your ground, your left knee. Right leg through the hands, put it in the middle of your mat. So find the middle of your mat with your left leg, your right leg, and move your back knee back. So you're gonna begin by just activating your toes and drawing your toes up towards you, and start to pull your knee out to the right. Put your arms on the inside of that leg and just go onto the outer edge of your foot and start to get into those rotators. Don't sickle the inner edge of your foot, keep it like a knife. The right knee drops towards the right wall. Yep, and get as deep as you can there to feel those outer rotators. Those are the outer hip muscles, as well as adductor. Take a couple breaths there, lengthen your spine, and then pull that foot all the way through. So you're gonna bring the foot down on the mat, or the shin down on the mat, for pigeon. We're going into pigeon.
Oh, okay.
Bring the foot all the way through. Yep. I know. And just work your way slowly into that position. Back foot is turned under, and your heel is towards the sky. If it's falling in or out, you're misaligned. The foundation stays the same no matter where you are. Breathe. Come on up on your hands, reach around and hold the back foot. Reach around and hold the back foot. So the thigh that's closest to the floor is going to lift up away from the floor slightly. It's going to lift your booty 1 inch away from the floor. So that's a refined action to get more energy into the body. From there, you got pain on the face over here, you okay? I want you to bring this. All right?
Yeah.
Tell me when.
No, you're good.
Okay. So here's the tough part about Ryan. He'll just go with it. Like, if it's gonna help, I'm doing it. Hip to heel, and heel to hip. Now, the last piece of it, the fire piece, is to lengthen your tailbone, draw your navel to the spine, contain that energy, that internal fire. How much fire do you have, Jack?
I can't grab a foot.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Okay, release it. Take a break, switch sides.
You can't get the fire started.
Can't get the fire started over there. Now push your foot into my legs. Push hard. Release it. Yeah, look at that. Good job. Switch sides. You alright? Not sure?
Put your ass on the floor.
Bring it to the middle of the mat. Okay, good. Start to work on the outside of that foot to get into the outer rotator. Breathe. Turn your back foot under so that the heel is pointing towards the sky. Good, now walk that foot all the way through for pigeon. Nice, Ryan. Breathe. The inside of your back thigh, I'm just going to switch this. Okay, good. We're working for a square sacrum there. Breathe. And then come up on your hands and hold the back foot. When you hold your foot, take that right thigh away from the floor and push the booty to the foot. And the foot, then pull the foot into your buttocks, to your hip. Breathe. The navel draws towards the spine, the tailbone goes down, that contains a fire. And release it. Go ahead and lie on your back again. Good job. Do yoga today? How come? Does it hurt? It does? That's why you should be doing it.
Oh, Denise,
Yeah.
did Kendall talk to you? Kendall's always wrong. Oh, you're fine now? I didn't.
If it went away,
It hurts a little, but it's fine.
lay on your back. Lay both legs straight out. Both legs are going to come straight out. Okay, we're almost done. This is the easy part. Separate your feet. Bring your right leg up. You're going to hold right in the middle of the belly of the hamstring, right in the middle of the thigh. You're going to hold that. And you're going to push the front of your hip towards the pool table and the leg into your hand. So that's going to root your femur. Good job, buddy. That's it. You got it, Trip.
Why does it hurt so much more when you have to do it?
Because you're not putting in the effort. I gotta get over here and help you with a little effort. Release it. Bring the knee right across the body. Just go ahead and bring it right across the body and take a little twist. Yep. Take the twist. And the other arm goes into a cactus arm while you take that twist. And breathe. Good work. Bring the legs back up, both straight out. You're going to take your left leg up into your hands. Right in, hold in the belly of your hamstring, right in the middle of it. And you're going to push the front of your thigh away from you. Thigh more into the socket. And bend the knee and bring it across the body. So you take a little bit of a twist. Your left arm can go up overhead and cactus arm. Release that. Bring it back into the, bring your knees to the chest. Just give your knees a hug. And then roll it on up. Last thing, you guys. Last thing. This is, have seat, comfortable. This is the breath of fire. So maybe on a day where you're not feeling it, it's a little bit harder to get up for the game. This breath work activates the nervous system. It brings you up for the game. Sometimes you gotta start at 8 a.m. Sometimes it's a little tired to get going, right? This is a good breath work, or just to get yourself up for a good practice. Am I not quite aware today? Am I a little tired? This one activates the nervous system and brings your brain into greater focus. So have a comfortable seat. You might need to wipe your nose. But it sounds like this is a diaphragmatic breath. You're doing it from the diaphragm. This is the area of fire. Remember that your drive, your desire, is all coming from internal. So we activate internally. It sounds like this. And you're going to have to do it too. So you're pushing the diaphragm and pushing the air out and taking just a slight breath in between, but we're gonna start with deep breaths, so close your eyes. Trip, you can do it, buddy. Close your eyes.
Joe, why the hell are you so loud? I'm so.
Exhale all the way to the bottom of the breath, and then inhale to the top.
Pretend your friend's gonna punch you in the stomach. You're gonna shake yourself.
Exhale to the bottom of your breath, all the way out. We're gonna do 3 rounds of 25. Inhale all the way to the top. Here we go, 25. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale.